All right, so what I want to talk about here is why you should expect this to be hard and why I want you to push through regardless of it actually being hard. Okay. I don't like it when I used to tell people expect to fail, and I don't like that saying anymore because you shouldn't expect to fail. You should expect to succeed, but you should expect it to be hard. Okay. If it was really easy to do, then everybody would do it. And I have a great story for you, and then I'll actually talk about what the heck you're looking at here. And there was an incredible game back in the day, and you can see I have bookmarks for it, called Axie Infinity. Okay. And I just want to show you basically the growth chart of Axie Infinity and try to help you better understand what actually happened with this game and essentially why, if something is easy, it is not worth actually doing. Okay. So all these charts, I mean, they kind of give the same idea. But I want you to understand that I joined Axie Infinity in, I believe it was probably around, probably was around May 2021. Okay. And as you saw, I was pretty early in this, right? And as it went on, you can see in a matter of about, from May 10th to around June 10th, there was a decent amount of growth. And then from June 10th to July 10th, it was just astronomical. Okay. And actually, here's the one that I'm looking for. Actually, this is even better. Total sales count here. Okay. So from May 10th, the sales volume was, basically nothing. And 2 months later, it was hundreds of millions of dollars. And just so you understand, I made a lot of money during this game. Okay. I would log on. I would basically click a couple of buttons and collect some tokens. And then I would take those tokens and I would go to, CoinSwap or whatever. I can't remember what the heck they're called. And I would trade those tokens into Ethereum. And basically every 2 weeks, I would collect about $80,000 to $90,000 in cash or in fake currency, but in Ethereum. And as you can imagine, that was amazing. I did not have to do anything other than just click some buttons, collect, basically $100,000 and move on with my day. And the reason why I tell you the story, like, what the hell does this have to do? If it is that easy to do, everybody will do it. And because this is talking about why things are hard, why things being hard is good, as you can imagine, Axie Infinity has completely tumbled on itself and has really just gone down into absolute nothingness. Okay. So just again, for you to understand, I was in this game around this time and I actually rode it all the way up to here. Okay. And then I rode it all the way back down and I probably got out somewhere around here in 2022, which I was stupid because I should have left up here. And now, as you can see, this is called everybody has figured out how to do this, and it's very, very easy. Now, don't get me wrong. If you still invested in this early, you're still up a ton. And I still have a lot of respect for this game. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm supposed to be learning about e-commerce, Spencer, and how to make money in that. So why are we talking about crypto? Again, if it's easy, everyone will do it. And essentially what will happen is it's going to be easy. Everyone figures out it's easy. It becomes super overpopulated. And then it kind of goes down to nothing. So that is basically what will happen here. Okay. When you are in or doing something that is worth doing, it is not going to be easy. So if this was something where I was like, just come and do some research and, make some us first in ads and you're going to be a millionaire by next month, everybody would do it. I would have an Axie Infinity style run. Everybody would buy this program. Everybody would get super rich. They would tell everybody about it. And the next thing you know, that would become saturated and I would no longer be a thing. Okay. So if you're trying to actually build something that is sustainable, this is what it will actually look like. So right now, you're probably, depending on where you're at, you could be in the valley of despair right now. But if you're super new, you could have this uninformed optimism where you go on YouTube and you see all these kids drop shipping. Okay. They're drop shipping. They're making, 20 grand a day, 100 grand a day. They're making all this insane money. Right. And so you have this excitement, right? You have uninformed optimism. You're like, all I know is drop shipping. And from what I can understand, it's just Shopify and TikTok ads. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump in here and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to make all this money. Okay. And then what happens is you decide to jump in, you take action, which is amazing. And then as you get into it, as you can see, you're like, okay, well, I got to do this and I've got to do this. Oh, and I've got to get content and I've got to build a Shopify store and I have to optimize my Shopify store. Okay. And I also have to, get a CS team, or I got to respond to all these things. And now you get to stage 2, which is informed pessimism. You start to realize, oh my gosh, there is a lot more to this drop shipping, or a lot more to this winning ad thing than I really thought it was. This is kind of hard. And then what happens, he's like, okay, I'm gonna get through it. All right, I'm creating an ad, it fails. Okay, I'm gonna test an offer. Oh, it failed. Okay, I'm gonna try maybe a different variation of the product. Oh, it failed. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back and do some more research, and that's failing. And then you get to stage 3, which is called basically the valley of despair. And in this scenario, you're like, why am I even trying? I am working so hard to try to figure this out, and nothing's working. I don't get it. There's no way out of this. Okay. And at this stage, what essentially happens is the majority of people will quit and find the next thing. Okay. They'll be like, drop shipping doesn't work. I hate it. This is stupid. What's this marketing agency thing? Okay, there's a guy over there, the Spencer guy, he has a marketing agency. Or, this Iman Gadzhi guy, he has a consulting agency. Okay, well, maybe I was just in the wrong thing. Okay, maybe I just need to do consulting. Okay, and then you get in and you go down the exact same trajectory again. Okay, and a lot of people don't realize this, but this is what happens. And the truth is the only way to get what you actually want in this uninformed optimism stage is to keep going. You have to keep pushing through, and you have to trust the processes that people in front of you are giving you. Okay, and I'm not telling you, if you do everything that I say, that you are going to become ultimately success and have full and all this fulfillment. But what I am going to tell you is you're going to get one step closer. And again, the way that you process information is different. I have been through so many different consultants, and I've had honestly quite a few of them tell me the exact same thing, but it was one consultant that framed it in a specific way that helped me really break through and help me understand it. So my goal is to help you essentially just understand that and get through and push through. And that even if right now you're doing all the research and you're doing all the creatives and you're doing everything that I'm telling you to do and it's not working, then you have to just keep pushing. Okay. And you can actually go and get some more help. Try to ask some other people for some help, or come and ask me for more help. Okay. You have to keep pushing through, because what will happen is then it will start to trend up. You're like, okay, wait, hold on. I just actually found out a new ad idea. Okay. Let me test this. Okay. Oh, wow. This video editor actually did a really, really great job. Okay. Hold on. Wait. I'm testing this ad and it's starting to get some spend. Okay. Well, now we're starting to scale a little bit. Okay. And then you get here and now you're informed optimism. You're like, hold on a second. You're like, this winning ad thing is kind of working. Like, all right, well, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep testing new ads. And, oh, well, I got another winning ad. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, now I've got some cash flow. So now I'm going to invest in some product development. Oh my gosh, this new product is taking off. And next thing you know, you are exactly where you want to be from where you thought. But a lot of the times people think this trajectory, I don't know if Loom has do I have a pen that I don't think I can. The old Loom has a pen, but basically a lot of people think the trajectory is just this. They're like, okay, boom, uninformed optimism. This is going to be amazing. Boom, I'm right there. And even if that is the thing, like kind of what happened in Axie Infinity, it's not going to last. Okay. It is really not. All right. It was amazing while it lasted. But the truth is anything worth doing is going to have this slope. Okay. And what happens is, again, a lot of people will get down here and jump back up to this and try the next thing and try the next thing and try the next thing. Okay. Keep pushing through. Hard work compounds all the things that you go through. And when you're in this kind of central valley of despair, you are really going to learn some things, and your knowledge is going to compound. And that is what's going to basically jetpack you up to this stage of where you want to be. Okay. So expect it to be hard. Do not expect it to be easy, and just commit to the work and know that the information I'm giving you has worked for me, and that I strongly believe that it can work for you if you follow these processes, and as long as you continue to push through to get the success that you're looking to get.